One of the most interesting things that we can do is draw parallels between two different companies. And right now, I think Marvel's going down the same route as WWE, and they're failing at the exact same thing that WWE is currently failing at, which is that you want to eclipse your product into just the brand. You want to be able to push yourself as a brand. I obviously just got done watching Diversity in Comics' video on this very thing, Sana Amanat. And I have been railing on Sana Amanat on Twitter and in YouTube comments for the past 2 or 3 months. She is patient zero for this whole SJW thing. She is the Medusa head at the crux of it all. I don't know how she did it, but she convinced somebody over there that what she was doing was right, and that's the reason why we have the problems that we have. If you gotta follow her on Twitter, because she's actually really fascinating on Twitter, because you see, she doesn't promote everything. She doesn't even promote most things. She will only promote certain things very carefully. It's like she's the creator of Miss Marvel, she's the brainchild behind it at the very least. But it's ridiculous the extent that she goes to try to push this image of her as this like bringer of life, of this wokeness to comics. Like she is the Prometheus from which all of this came out, which is a horrible example. She's the morning star of how all of this came out. But at the end of the day, they want to push Marvel as a lifestyle brand. Same thing that WWE did. Now, World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE did this for a very specific reason. John Cena got super, super popular, and they were making so much money, hand over fist, just making money on John Cena. And I think it was 2009, John Cena got injured. And, oh man, everything plummeted. Sales plummeted, attendance plummeted, house shows plummeted, merchandise sales plummeted. It was horrible. So, and that was when we saw WWE kind of realize, you know what? We don't want this to happen again in the future. And they were scared that Cena was like holding them over for money, because obviously he's the most popular guy. He can charge WWE a lot more. So WWE was like, you know what, we're not gonna, instead of pushing certain people, we're gonna push the brand, the WWE brand. And I think this came out in a video that they did. It was a commercial. And I remember there was a really stereotypical gay guy in the commercial. I thought that was fucking hilarious. But the guy said, don't get it twisted. I know, fucking ridiculous. He said, don't get it twisted. I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm a WWE fan. And I was like, that's it. And this happened, I think, 2015 or 16. It was during the WWE Network when they were really pushing it hard. And I was like, that's it. This is point zero for this right now. They want to be an entertainment brand. They push the WWE Network. A lot of the new shows aren't wrestling. It's just these entertainment shows. They have like cartoons and like these kind of like reality-based shows and everything, and these interview programs. That's what WWE wants to do, because they don't want to be held over for money by one of their stars. But the side effect of this is that you don't create stars. So no one's popular. No one in WWE right now is popular. And when people do get popular, they get pushed down. So this is the issue. The issue is, yeah, you can push your thing as a lifestyle brand. And by the way, WWE is not making money on this. They're making money on TV rights. USA pays them a boatload of money. Entirely too much money, in my opinion, for what they actually get, because ratings have plummeted since at least like 2014. Jesus, the ratings are so bad comparatively. But so we see that this doesn't work. It does give you a steady stream of income, because everybody who buys the network, because they don't sell pay-per-views anymore, they just sell the network. And UFC is doing this also. I think for the same reasons. They want to push UFC as the brand. Don't be surprised if they stop calling it mixed martial arts and they just refer to it as UFC. That's it. But anyway, but bringing this back to Marvel, this is exactly what Marvel's trying to do, because God forbid anybody get popular that they don't want. So they want to push Marvel itself as a brand, which in the end is just going to neuter everybody. No interesting story is going to be told, because you can't. You can't risk it. You're not allowed to do that. Because if you fuck up what they have going on with just pushing the brand, that's it. You're persona non grata. So everything needs to be sterile. Everything needs to be very just so. A lot of editorial oversight, but not the good editorial oversight where people are actually editing each other. Just, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can only do this. Your hands are going to be tied behind your back. You're not going to be able to do anything. This is the future. This is what happens in WWE. I have a feeling this is what's happening in UFC right now. But this is definitely what's going to happen at Marvel, because we see half of it happening. Marvel's giving IDW books. Marvel, your books aren't even good. What are you going to do giving other people? Why? Because you know that you can't do it, so you're going to give them the opportunity to? I don't trust you writing stuff for my kids. At least IDW, maybe. The Sonic series is okay. But it's not good. But I would let my kid read it. This whole situation is ridiculous. But that's what they want. Because at the end, I would not be surprised if they just stop the comics division. I think the comics division is just there for copyright law. Honestly, I think they just keep on putting out comics just to fulfill copyright shit. But anyway, I'm meandering. So, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. What strats can we use for Sana Amanat? I don't think there is any strat. There's nothing you can do. Kind of just gotta wait her out, because that's the problem. Because she's gonna be making consistent money. It's not gonna be a lot of money, but she's gonna make consistent money. So, whatever. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe. You can follow me at Trajan Channel. And I will catch you all later. Actually, tomorrow's new comic book day, so I'll have a pull list.